In 2025, men and women couldn't be more different.
Male friendships are just superior to female friendships in every which way.
So if you have a good friendship group full of women, I'm talking maybe 4+, for me, that's a taboo.
People say women in friendships over the silliest reasons, which can sometimes be true.
So that's it. It's official. I have no friends anymore.
What happened?
Is everything okay?
Tanya didn't wish me a happy birthday.
That's it?
Because it's like, why are you pretending to be my best friend when you secretly hate me, can't celebrate my wins, you don't like my posts? Like, what is this? I wish every girl didn't have to go through that because it's traumatizing.
Or people will say how, female friendship, there's just too much drama. This can also sometimes be true. Yet, when I heard that men can be friends with each other, however, not even know each other's birthdays, I was genuinely shocked.
The homies, I don't know their birthday until the day of, straight up. And nobody cares.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, I have a friend currently. We are the same age, and every single year, when he says, "Oh, it's his birthday," I'm like, "Oh, dude, when's your birthday?" And I was like, "Oh, it was like 2 days ago." I'm like, "Oh, dude, that's sick. Here's a fresh, crisp $20 bill. There you go, straight from me to you." That I'm pretty sure me and my friends have been passing around to each other for the last decade, right? And I'm like, "How old are you now?" And he's like, "I'm 29." And I'm like, "You're 29? I'm 29. And it's like, "Yeah, we go through this every year." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I forget. We're the same age." And I guarantee you, his birthday, I think his birthday is in 4 or 5 months. And I guarantee you I'll forget by then too. Bailiff. I don't remember. I don't remember shit about anyone's birthday. And there's that. And then I also have a friend of mine that I didn't know his last name till like a year ago. And I've been friends with him for 9 years. Want to know why? Because it just doesn't matter. It's like, it really doesn't. It's like we vibe with each other, and that's really about it. We don't really get into personal shit. I mean, every once in a while, we'll get into like stories of what we did in the past, but usually what happens is we'll get together, we'll do something stupid, and then that's the story we talk about the next time we see each other. That's just how it is. And I don't know about female friendships, but I know about male friendships, because I know another dude that I've been friends with for 14 years, and I talk to him literally twice a year, every year. I haven't actually seen this dude in 4 years. And we live, I think, like 20 miles away from each other. 20 miles away from each other. And I haven't seen this man in like 3 years. That's just how it is. And every time we talk to each other, we just act like, it's not even an act. We just pick right back up where we were before, bro. Like, look, I don't know about female friendships, honestly, either. This is why I gotta understand it. Because I've been questioning this for a while now. It's like, why are they the way they are? But who knows? We'll figure it out. I hope.
It's no big deal.
Or how some men will, be playing FIFA, they'll know each other for years, but not know each other's favorite movie or favorite color. I was like, what is actually going on? I asked you guys on Instagram and on YouTube, what are some of the biggest differences between male and female friendships? And I kind of wanted to unpack some of them in this video.
Male friendships last, as far as I've been told. That's like the biggest one. Well, let's figure it out. It was female on female violence, so you can't call me sexist because she said it.
Hey everybody, welcome to the cozy corner of the internet. I'm your host Christina, and I help people stop shrinking and start living. One of the biggest difference that kept on showing up whenever I asked you guys was actually like shared hobbies. Male friendships tend to center around having a shared hobby, a shared activity, playing games together, playing a sport. Purely anecdotal as an outsider looking in, but I feel like guy friendships are more about existing around one another with a shared interest. They develop bonds and attachment, but not very deeply. It kind of looks all fun, but with little substance, if I'm being honest. My guy friends have told me that they practically know nothing about the other guys in their friend groups, but they hang out nonetheless.
No, see what you're not understanding is it's very deep. It's in fact very deep. The thing is, we just don't learn about the surface level shit because we don't care about your birthday, nigga. We don't care about when your favorite color, or we don't care about your favorite color. We don't care about that. But you want to know something we do care about? Like your family, like your mom and all that good shit, because we do talk about that type of shit every once in a while. That's just how that is. People I've known for like a decade plus. Yeah, I might not know their favorite color, but I know where their grandmother lives. And I go over to their grandmother's house every once in a while and I talk. So it's that surface level shit we don't care about. But the pleasantries and all that extra shit. Listen, we don't care about that. It don't even matter. Like one of my friends, it's like one of my oldest friends. I met him while playing baseball. And the only reason I talked to him is because I threw the ball so hard, I broke his pinky. The only reason I talked to that dude. I still talk to him to this day. And in fact, I'm going to see him, I think, in like 2 days anyway. Again, it's that surface level shit. We don't care about that. That's not important.
This is so interesting to me as a girl who has mainly girlfriends, and I know almost every detail about their lives, like every detail that they're willing to share. Like I know all about them, their job, where they live, where they want to live, what they want to do in their job. I know all about their partner, how long they've been with their partner, if they're happy with their partner, what them and their partner like talk about, what them and their partner's plans are. Like I actually can't imagine being friends with someone that I don't know a lot about their personal life. Because the way I see it, like as a girl, like they are your friend because you talk about these things. So when you take that away, I'm like, how did you become friends? Girl.
Again, shared hobby. The thing is, the whole personal life thing, you get that eventually. You get that in like little drops of like knowledge here and there. That's just not something we talk about. Like if something terrible happens to this person, we won't never know. We'll never know until we talk to him next. And that could be in 3 months. And he could be like, yeah, my mom died like 3 months ago. Like, what are we talking about? Usually someone I consider a friend, I find out later that they weren't really, and it's like, oh, okay, then I move on. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but I don't really have that issue. I mean, maybe like in high school, but like now I don't really have that issue. It's like if you're just not cool, you're just not cool, and I ain't really gotta bother with you anymore. But yeah, that personal shit, don't really talk about it because that's not important. Also, I feel like, and this is just a theory, a game theory, that when men get together, we just want to talk about shit that makes us happy and excited, because a lot of shit, just especially as of recently, just doesn't make us happy. So there's no reason to talk about anything that's just gonna make us upset or sad.
Friends, in my experience, are a lot closer to one another. They share personal parts of themselves and also enjoy company of one another. These are also a lot of fun, but do have more real talks. It's fun and substance. Girlfriend groups tend to keep each other more honest and tend to call each other out on things. That's why they tend to...
That's a damn lie. That is a damn lie. And you want to know how I know that's a damn lie? I have sisters. Like I have sisters, bro. If something happens to one of their friends, they're telling everyone, and even people that they don't know, they're telling. Like, no, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. And you want to, and another reason I know why it's not like that, because every once in a while, one of the fellas will bring their woman over, and they'll be like, "Hey, I want to hang out with the guys." We tell them that's a terrible idea. Don't do that, because you will probably get roasted for your shit decisions. Because if we collectively come to an agreement that what you just said was dumb, we're going to tell you it's dumb. And I don't know how many times someone comes into the group, says some stupid shit, gets flamed for their stupid shit, and then they fuck right off and we never see them again. Like, bro, we're flaming you because we care. If you can't hang, you can't hang. It's that simple. You just can't. Yeah, of course. Yeah, exactly. Of course you try. Like, what are we talking about? It's like we flame you because we care about you. If we didn't talk to you, bro, we don't fuck with you. It's just that it's that simple. Tend to call each other out, bro. I've seen friendships end, and apparently these people have been friends for longer than I've been alive. But they end because one girl cheated on one other girl's man or some shit, and then just never fucking told her. And then somehow the secret got out to this third friend, and now they're all fighting because you should have told me. And then she was like, you shouldn't have done it. And was like, well, I only stole your man because you're a bitch. And I'm like, I thought you guys were friends for like almost a decade. Like, what the fuck just happened? But hey, man, that sucks. Couldn't be a male friendship, because I'm telling you right now, if I have a buddy that turns out is sleeping with another one of my buddy's wives, I'm telling him immediately. And that dude is probably getting killed. Like, oh God, I'm not even, he's getting killed. And we've had these discussions before. If something like that happens, bang, you're dead. That's just Bailiff. How it is. Bailiff. But, well, dude, to watch shit like that in real time is insane. It's insane. But hey, I mean, whatever. Male friendships are shallow. It's like, well, you just don't know men. Like, you just don't know men. You have no men in your life and you don't ever talk to me. That's why you'll never know the secrets, bro.
To last less
They'll
than
never know
male
the
friendships.
secrets.
This is a good point because I see people talking about this all the time. Like, name me, a female friendship group that's lasted longer than 10 years.
Male friendships are stronger than female friendships.
He's saying.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I've heard women say some shit about each other.
Show me 5 female friends that have been friends for 15 years.
Can't.
Yeah, you got it.
I can't do
I
it.
actually don't know.
Even in like movies, it can't even happen. It's just
Bro.
break up at the 15 type.
Bro, yeah, these are talks. You got friends for 15 years?
15, 5.
You a liar.
No, but it's just different scenario. Take 5 friends on a boys trip and a girls trip. These 5 boys, the boys are gonna come back, I think, a little bit healthier than the girls. Because if something happened, like you told me it was a girl math. What was it?
Girl math, bro. They go on vacation with 5 friends and come back with 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, arguments. Yeah.
Oh, God. A friend invited me to their house recently when I was feeling low. I think that's the first one I've had in a while. I mean, yeah. Wait, what? First one in a while? Hey, bro, you ain't got real friends like that. You ain't got real friends like that. I'm telling you that right now, bro. At 15, yeah, let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see where you and your girlfriends are in 15 years. And I swear to God, if any of them are gone, I'm gonna come right back to this part of the video and tell you I told you so in your fucking face, nigga. But I mean, also, I kind of actually do hope that you still have the same friends for like 15 years. That actually would be great. But
Yeah.
One of them buys a early flight because she can't stand one of them. One of them find a man, go to the Airbnb, and one of them just disappears, bro. Just come back with 2. I don't know. And then at the birthday party the next year, bro, you got 5 different girls. Not even the same friend. Like, it's just.
And don't get me wrong, like I feel like as a girl, yes, you can cut people off over like little things, or you can maybe, I don't know, do we actually cut
a friendship? Only one. I mean, hey, it's better than most.
people off?
I'll give you that. It's better than
Like, I
most.
feel like as a woman, you'd naturally cut someone off, or you'd think about it if like things feel fake, things feel forced. You feel like she doesn't like you, she's disrespected you too many times.
No, see, this is the thing. You think you would cut them off because they did this too many times. I'm telling you like this. I'm telling it to you like this. In a man's friend group, if somebody disrespects you, you just don't get talked to anymore. Like point blank, period. Like we don't have to cut you out. It's like you cut yourself out. It's like we don't have to cut you out. You cut yourself out. It's that simple. Let's see it. On God, Scarlett. On God. Closed off, personal man with 0 tolerance for bullshit. That's exactly how men do it right there. Right then and there.
Or just you're not enjoying the friendship. That is a good point. Male friendships lack emotional depth, but are less emotional.
Incorrect. Yeah, I'm telling you the straights right now. I'm telling you the straights right. She don't know. She ain't got male friends. She ain't got long-lasting male friends. They are incredibly deep. You just don't see it because men don't speak about their emotions. We show it with our actions, and every once in a while when we do show it, when we do say it with our words, it's always a one-on-one. So, and you'll never know about it. That's just how it is, bro. That's just how it is.
Taxing. Female friends tend to be very complimentary and extremely supportive, though at times it may be slightly fake or.
Look. I don't have a lot of female friends. Also, I'm not a female, so I wouldn't know. But from the female friendships that I have seen, the female friends that are complimentary and incredibly supportive are not even slightly they just are fake and exaggerated. So, what are you talking about? I don't know. I don't know.
Exaggerated. Whereas observing my male friends, in a lot of their conversations, they tend to jokingly make jabs at one another and sometimes even try to one-up each other. From what this
that's also 100% a man thing. But like also since you're not around men when they're vulnerable ever, you'll never see this because like I'm telling you right now, bro. If me and my friends got together right now, you would think that we hate each other because we're always saying stupid shit and we're making fun of each other, right? But say that shit to me about one of my friends while my friends are not there, you're getting fought. Like we're throwing hands, bro. It's like we are throwing hands. It's like we'll talk shit to each other's face, But if we're behind closed doors and you're talking shit, it's a completely different story. You're gonna have to throw hands. Like you better be able to back up that shit. And if it's not someone we know and they're talking shit, you're getting fought. You're just getting fought. That's just how it is. It's true more often than not.
How it describes it kind of sounds like male friendships are kind of like low commitment, low investment, and low expectation. Whereas with my female friends, like I don't want to say it's high commitment, but like I don't know. It to me it feels like the bare minimum. That's why.
It's one of these things where it's like, unless you are a man and you have male friendships, you're not going to understand. And even when men tell you, you're just not going to believe it, because what we're telling you is something you're never going to see. Because a lot of what a male friendship is shit you just don't see. So like I can't be mad at her for saying it, but it also is slightly aggravating because people are just like, oh well, men don't have meaningful relationships. Like we do, we just don't talk to them about you. We just don't talk about it to you. I was like, why you need to know? Like, why you pocket watching? Like, why are you looking at what me and my friends are doing? Don't worry about it. We're trying to make money move out here, okay? And you're fucking yakking over here. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I'm so confused. Like, if you can't come to a certain like dinner we're doing, because
I'm not gonna lie. Actually, let me see. I read that right. I'm starting to think I have more of a mindset of a dude the longer this goes. Yeah, see, it's funny because I feel like, well, because I don't want to be like, yeah, it's just like the male mindset, but also at the same time, women also have this mindset too. So I don't understand where the disconnect, where it seems like a whole bunch of other women don't have this either. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying it's correct, but I am saying it is the meta. And if you don't know what meta, it's the most effective tactics available. That's exactly what it is. Like it's significantly higher commitment than you think, but you have to kind of like grow into it. You know what I'm saying? Man, I could talk about this for hours because it's weird, but like if you're not one and you don't understand the mindset, you're just not gonna understand it. But I mean, y'all seem to understand it, so.
Because like you're literally busy, you're literally
I'm thinking about this now. Like, I don't think I could do that. I don't think I can have a female relationship. Fuck that. That sounds so bad to me. You don't need to know about all this extra shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the buddy I was telling you about that I haven't seen or talked to. Oh, I haven't seen him in 3 years, and I only talk to him like every 6 months. I'll talk to him and I'll ask like the same 5 questions. Are you still alive? How are you doing? What's your job? Anything cool coming up for you? When do you want to hang out? That's about it. That's on God about it. And his answers are like, I'm fine. I got a new job. I got a girl. I'm going to PAX East, and I don't know when we're hanging out because I got work. That's about it. Like, and then after that, 6 months goes by. That's just how it is. And that's just him, bro. That's just him. That's just one of the male friendships.
at work, or you literally don't feel well, like, cool, fine, totally okay. It's crazy that, to me, that's normal, but to think that that's
Actually,
like...
now that I'm thinking about a question for y'all. So you've heard how she says, female friendships are. If you were like to analyze that, are any of the friendships that y'all have like that? And if so, like, why are you still in them if you don't like them? And that's only if you don't like them. If you do, I can kind of see it, but I don't know. I don't like that, especially that fake hyping up shit. Like, no, that's just I can't do that. Like, don't reassure me. Give me solutions. I don't want to be fluffed up. I want answers. I need results. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
To think that that's not even a requirement for men. I think, to be fair, this comment said that men can hang out with someone that they don't like and it's no problem. Yeah, to be fair, now it's actually kind of clicking. I do feel like so men's friendship sounds a bit more low commitment. Like, there's not as much loyalty. Is that the right word?
No, not at all. Not
I
the slightest.
Get the vibe that it's just like, it's not that deep. It's whatever. Like, it's just a bro. It's just...
I'm gonna give it to you like this. I'm gonna give you the answer right here. 90% of like who I am really as a person doesn't matter. When I'm friends with these dudes, like 90% of it doesn't matter. We don't care, because a lot of things that I like are other things that he might not like. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like 90% of that shit, it doesn't matter. So it doesn't seem like we care, but it's like that 10% shit. Like if I really need someone, if I really need someone to slide, if I really need someone to come through for me, then that's the shit that actually matters. But that doesn't happen very often. So again, you'll probably never see it. And I have so many fucking stories of me doing a whole bunch of stupid shit for my niggas. And we're still niggas to this day. And we will die for each other. Loyalty out the wazoo. But again, you just don't see that type of shit. So it just looks like it. It just looks like there's no commitment. It looks like it's low effort. I have female friends that are like this. Good. Probably keep it that way.
The guy, it's just a friend. Like, it's not that deep. Whereas for women, I think it is that deep. I've noticed that men take things less to heart, so they tease each other more boldly. But women are very careful of how what they will say will affect their friend. The downside of men's bold jokes is that sometimes they cross the line and hurt their friend's feelings without realizing it. While the downside of
well, no. So you see, the thing is that's kind of true. It depends really on the guy or whatever. But if someone says something that crosses the line, in fact, let me tell y'all a story. Story time. Walk with me, chat. Right. So I'm at. It was a holiday not too long ago. It wasn't Thanksgiving though. I forgot which one it was. I think it was like 4th of July or some shit. Either way, 2 friends of mine chilling, drinking, get a little too drunk or whatever, right? And so one of them says, I'm not going to say what they said, but says something that crossed the line, right? And literally everything stopped. Music stopped, drinking stopped, merriment stopped, all that good shit stopped right then and there, and they handled it right then and there, because they were just like, bro, why would you say that? What the fuck? That crossed the line. And homeboy, I guess, was like too drunk and just didn't care or whatever, so they ended up fighting, like straight up, hands, fists, face, all that good shit, blood, teeth, all that good shit. They straight just fought. None of the dudes did anything. Everyone's girlfriend who was there was sent into the house to let it might sound a little sexist, but like it was literally let the men talk right now. Okay, so they all went inside. I guess they heard what happened, and then when we went back inside, it was whatever. That was it. We handled it right there. We handled it right there and then. So, and that is not the first time I've had 2 friends that have known each other for more than a decade literally fight each other and then go right back to chilling. Not the first time, will not be the last time. That right there is a male friendship.
Women's cautions is that sometimes they overthink too much and aren't able to truly strengthen their friendship and live in the moment. Women are really cautious of feelings. That is actually a stone cold fact. I almost think because we're so cautious of our friends' feelings or of the person's feelings, it's why we might come across as fake. Like, I don't know, for example, when I've been in a fake friendship, whether I've been the person, like, it's normally because I don't really know how to say something without rocking the boat, and I'm like, let me think about how to say it. I over.
Yeah, I guess that is a female thing, because I'm not gonna lie. If I have to say something, I just say it, and then I say it, and then say after, like, I'm not trying to be a dick, but I just like, is this what you meant by that? Or I preface it with, look, I'm not trying to say anything too crazy, but like, this is just how it sounded when you said what you said. Is that kosher? You know what I mean? Something like that. But we'll just straight up say it.
Thinking how to say the right thing. And before I say the thing, I guess beforehand, I am being fake because I'm still talking to the person. I'm just like planning what I'm going to say. Whereas for guys, it's teasing. The bold joke is a natural part of the friendship. So I guess you don't really care about saying the wrong thing. Women seem to tiptoe around their friends, often out of the fear of losing them, because women let their friends go easily once they feel like the bond is broken. Teasing builds a stronger bond, but only when done within the parameters of your friend's comfort. And both genders seem to have different ideas of how to navigate that. I would agree. I think a strong friendship is born out of being open and honest and, without fear of hurting the person's feelings. Because the reason why I feel like I'm more comfortable hurting someone's feelings or like just being blunt now is because I know that feelings are going to be hurt inevitably. Like whether I say something, whether they say something, whether, I don't know, something happens at work, like your feelings will be hurt. It might be me today. It might be me hurting your feelings. It might be your colleague hurting your feelings, but like, you're not bubble wrapped. Like you can't go through life with, a shield and armor. Like you are going to have your feelings hurt at some point. And if I need to say something and drop a bomb, like I'm just going to drop the bomb. Guys don't hold grudges. Like they'll talk to each other even after the biggest fight ever.
Literally just said
so
that.
Many times,
Literally just said that.
And I know it's a stupid example, but I've seen this so many times on Love Island. Like I've seen 2 boys argue about something probably over a girl, but they'll have a chat, they'll have one of those man hug things, and then they'll just swiftly move on like nothing has happened.
Yeah, oh god, what do you mean it's the best way to do it? What are we talking about? That's the best way to do it. What? Why would we not? Why would we want to keep bringing that up? You said your piece, I said my piece. That's it. Like that's it. What more needs to be said? What are we talking about right now?
That is so rare for girls. Like if we argue over a guy, over anything, even if we are civil afterwards, even if we move on, there is a residual part of me that's like, but we had that one argument that one time. You just can't let it go. And you're not holding a grudge anymore, but it's in the back of your mind. Like it's, an ex.
Isn't that holding a grudge? That seems like it's holding a grudge. It's like small, but it's still holding a grudge, right? Right? Am I crazy for thinking that?
Extra piece of like color on the paint that is their portrait. Like you just see them with a bit more detail now. After that argument, it's added thread to the fabric. Like, does it make sense? Like it's added to who they are. That argument. I'm a girl who had been in a group of boys as the only girl, and been in a group of toxic girlfriends, and a group of girls of good friendships. Boys feel jealous of other boys too, but they have acceptance that the other boy is better than them, and they move on. This is interesting because I feel like female jealousy can...
I guess. It kind of depends on the dude, because like, if a dude's ever jealous of a dude, is at least in my friendships and other friendships that I've seen, they'll just go to the dude and be like, what are you doing? How are you doing that? Put me on real quick. Like, like let a nigga in on the information. You feel me? That's usually how that works. At least how I've seen it work. But I mean,
in a friendship, like again, because we don't really talk about things, like we hold resentment because we want to keep the peace. If say Amanda is jealous of Becky because Becky's smashing it at school, she's got gorgeous hair, she's living life. Amanda's jealous of Becky and they're friends. Becky is going to pick up on that sooner or later. Like, I don't know, something about female jealousy, like you can smell it. Like you might not notice it straight away, but over time, comments that Amanda makes, each time Becky smashes her next exam and Amanda doesn't celebrate her like she used to, she just kind of glares at her, like doesn't say well done. Like you're going to pick up on the jealousy, and I feel like it can be one of those things that erodes a friendship. I feel like for you to be jealous of a friend or maybe envious of a friend and keep the friendship healthy, I feel like you have to be like quite a very emotionally intelligent person. Like you have to recognize that, okay, I feel jealous about this girl because I want what she has, but you're not going to let it disrupt the friendship. I feel like that's really, really rare, and probably something that only happens with like older women, 20s, 30s, 40s maybe. Even then, I feel like there's a lot of people probably in their 30s that would feel jealous of a friend and struggle to have a healthy friendship. Meanwhile, girls don't have that acceptance. If you are a girl who shines, the other girls would try to reduce it and by making you feel lonely and make you put more effort into the relationship and push you to a literal doormat mode. When the girls who are good, they connect with you emotionally, understand your needs, and they would want you to live in a world of girls, which is kind of fun. It's interesting that boys can be jealous of other boys and just simply move on, because I was actually...
It's not a moving on thing. We just kind of figure out what we need to do what he's doing, and then we do that. And then we just don't talk about it. Like, what? I mean, I guess some of them move on. I don't know.
Reading some research.
Actually, like, speaking of which, my friend now is married and has a kid. I want that. But I'm not like, oh, let me just move on. I'm like, what can I do to then get myself a wife and then have a kid? Like I'm making plans. Like, again, I don't need the reassurance. I need solutions. I need answers. All right? I need answers.
Research about some of the dynamics behind like male dominated groups, like that like the bro culture of a sports team, or like that like finance bro like aesthetic of like men in a male dominated department. Like I was reading about some of the male friendship dynamics that we don't often see or talk about that lie beneath the surface, and it was saying competition is a huge contributing factor, to the extent competition is what men have, whereas connection is what women have. The research is by a woman called Rachel R. Bird, and it's called Welcome to the Men's Club. I'll link it down below. The research was talking about how in a lot of male-dominated spaces, talking about your emotions is literally like forbidden. Like that is like social suicide. You do not talk about how you feel, your emotions, feelings. Like,
yeah, again, I don't have that issue. No, I guess. I mean, I'm assuming. I guess there's male friendships like that. I ain't got that problem. If I feel a certain way, I'll tell the boys, and we'll try to figure out what's going on. But again, I don't know. One of the things I've always asked with problems is your venting, or are you looking for yeah, if you are venting, or are you looking for solutions? And with my homies, with my niggas, I ain't got to worry about that because we're always looking for solutions. We're never just venting. You know what I mean? So I don't ever have to do that. But I know for a fact that when I have a woman, that is exactly what I'm going to ask her as soon as she starts telling me about something. So do you want me to listen, and do you want me to gossip with you, or do you want solutions and answers to the problem? Because this is a man thing, because I'm immediately going to think you're looking for solutions, so I'm going to offer you solutions. But that's not the thing they want all the time. That's not the thing all the time. That's not the thing they want all the time. Which admittedly is blown up in my face multiple times. Damn. Usually I'm venting. I can usually figure out solutions. I just don't want to do that. Yeah, I feel that too. Yeah. I hate when the problem is it's so simple and like the solution is so obvious, but it's either so time consuming or you just don't want to do it, so you don't. Then it gets worse. God, it's dog shit, but like I get it. I get it. Yeah. But also I want to be like as clear cut as I can possibly be, because like I will admit every once in a while when someone starts, what I feel like is venting, I just want to be like, well, let's figure out why, you know what I mean, or figure out how, or figure out who, you know what I mean, instead of just like listening. So gotta get better at that. So I gotta get better at that. I know that. And like the thing is, I don't know how it is for I don't know how it is for most dudes, but I do know how it is for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. If my woman came home and then just started venting about shit and she wants to talk about how Janet's a fucking cunt, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna remember that. So I'm gonna remember that because like now it's like, no, I have ops. It's like, no, I have ops at your work and I don't know. So when we go to the company fucking picnic and you're like, that's Janice, and we'll be like, I know that fat bitch was Janice because she's exactly the way you fucking told me. She looks like the exact way you fucking told me about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, take an interest in what, well, it's not really like she's interested in it, but it is her work, so it's a big part of her life. So, they put in a little bit of effort to, like, gossip with her. Why not? It's kind of funny. Also, I just love drama that doesn't involve me. That's like the biggest thing. If this drama doesn't involve me, tell me everything. Tell me everything. Why is Janet getting fired? It's like, what are you talking about? She sucked a dick in the HR office? Isn't she the head of HR? I'm like, oh my God. What a slut. Oh my God, it's crazy.
That is not a thing. I'm thinking of making a whole entire video on this. Like, let me know if you'd want a truth about male friendships video, like a peek behind the curtain, what the research says, what like real men think. Because I feel like when you're on the internet and you're, talking, you're like looking at content on male, female, social dynamics, it's often very divisive. It's often very black and white. Oh, yeah. Men are the reason why this, women are the fault because of this. And it's just like, let's not put each other against each other. Let's not blame each other for the reason why the world is the way it is. When it comes to friendships, a lot of the time, men are trying to impress other men. Like, naturally, they want to impress the people that they're around. And I think if you're not, a guy that wants to compete, or you're not competitive, like sometimes you can feel a little bit like, I don't know, left behind, or not as manly enough. My closest friends are a group of guys I've known from high school, and we've all been friends for almost a decade now. The friendships are so comfortable to be in, and there are rarely any dramas. Conversation is mostly banter or talking about a shared interest. We will rarely talk about our personal lives unless it's a funny story, and we will never discuss how we are feeling emotionally. The more I was reading...
Oh, I guess it's like them. I don't have that problem. If I need to talk about my feelings, I will talk about my feelings with my niggas, and that's just about it. But I mean, all right. Yeah, I was about to say everyone loves drama. Well, no, there's some people that don't like drama at all. I just love drama that doesn't involve me, because then I have no stakes and it doesn't matter what the fuck I say. It's you two are fighting. But yeah, who doesn't love a juicy bit of gossip that has nothing to do with you? And it's usually the same people too. It's usually always the same people. But they're gonna keep making bad decisions. I'm not gonna care. I'm gonna laugh at their suffering because everything that they're doing is self-inflicted.
Comments. Thank you so much to everyone who actually submitted a comment. The more I was thinking like this, okay, this is like the norm, like a scary norm. I understand that this is just how it is. Like, this is just how men work. This is just the norm, but
Correction, this is how some men work, don't have this problem that they might, I don't. I think it's weird. Because if you're feeling a certain way, why wouldn't you tell somebody? Now, I feel like the way we talk about it might be different. Because it isn't like, I feel sad, and then all my friends are like, oh, well, let's cuddle and reassure them. It's like, I'll be like, I'm sad. And they're like, well, you want to go bowling? They don't even know I'm sad. They're just like, yeah, you want to go bowling? And then we go bowling. And that's about it. So
I actually can't fathom it, because as a woman, like, we just talk about our feelings. It's not like we're just opening up a therapy session every day and every time we talk to each other it's like counseling, but like, I don't know, you talk about, I don't know, you just talk about how your day was, how you're feeling about work. You're kind of like catching each other up on each other's lives. Like, I don't know, like seeing your friends, I compare it to like you're watching a show and you press pause the moment you leave each other, then the moment you catch up again you're pressing play. Like, I need to like catch you up on this season that is my life, and I'm telling you all the details, and then we'll press pause.
yeah, I was about to say, men do that too. We just have like significantly bigger gaps between the seasons.
And I'll catch you up again. I've always been fascinated by the idea of physical touch in male friendships, especially where I'm from. It signifies homosexuality, unless handshakes or greetings, which is why I barely see male friends hugging or holding hands unless in movies. I don't do that myself, mostly to avoid unwanted attention, while for female friendships, they have the liberty to hold each other or even hug each other. Do you know?
Yeah, maybe this is because I'm a guy, but if I'm walking somewhere with my friends and they hold my hands, I'm kicking them in the dick. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you holding my hand? What are you gay? What are we talking about? Like, fine, whatever. It's like, you can be gay. Just like, why are you holding my hand? That's so fucking weird. And dudes do hug. Like, what? I mean, not a lot, but just hold. That's kind of like mind blowing. I couldn't picture. My hand is like feeling wet and clammy now, thinking about just walking down the street, chilling with my dudes, and we're just holding hands. What the fuck? I don't know. That just seems so foreign. That concept seems so fucking foreign to me.
Men's internalized homophobia, I feel like, will be the death of them at times. And it's weird because I feel like it's only like a positive thing amongst men to like be hyper masculine to the point of internalized homophobia. Whereas for everyone else, it's almost a sign of weakness. Like, you can't even congratulate your friend without putting a disclaimer saying no homo. Like, it was no one even thought.
See, that's a joke. Well, it depends on the men. That's a joke. But also, a lot of the men that I know are LGBT, so we kind of have a. I don't know how to say this without sounding terrible, because like, it's probably gonna sound terrible. Yeah, fuck it. So a lot of the friends that I have are LGBT, and we actually have like 2 friends that are actually straight. And we call them the F slur all the time because they're straight. So I don't. I don't know. I don't know. That's just kind of how we are. We're reclaiming the power of the word. It's funny because only 2 of them are gay. Like, two of them are actually gay. Everyone else is just like we do whatever. So, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I've never been in that situation where you have to be like hyper masculine, and then we also say like no homo. In fact, we say the exact opposite. We'll say something gay, and then we'll all say all homo. So like, I think it's just because we don't care. But I mean, I feel like she's talking about a specific breed of men that just I am not one. So couldn't be me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Thought of that. No one's mind went there. Your mind was the only one that went there. And now you can't even fully congratulate your friend. Like, you can't fully express how proud you are. You have to like dull it down and be like, no homo. Male friendships don't feel as genuine and deep as female friendships to me, to be honest. Men tend to be too supportive of each other in rights and wrongs and rarely call each other out, which is why I see friendships, childhood, for example, last longer with guys, even when their personalities change as they grow, as they don't mind being with people different than them. And even if their views and opinions are totally opposite. To be fair, this is a good point because I mean,
so part like the first half, what the hell are you talking about? The second half, yeah, pretty much. Like, what type of men are you people talking about? Where are you with, bro? If my homie says something stupid, we're letting him know he says something stupid. If he says something wrong, We're gonna let him know he said something wrong. Plain and simple. Like, what are we talking about right now?
It happens quite often online where, say, a guy will do something wrong, their friends will back them, and then there'll almost be a bit of uproar as to like, how are you still supporting this man? But then again, I think women can make friends easier, I think, because we do talk about our emotions quite a bit more, and we're okay being vulnerable. Like it's not a weakness to talk about how you feel, good or bad. I guess we're naturally
howdy.
more open to friendships, whereas I know for guys it is a lot harder to make.
Actually, while you're here, how do you feel about female friendships? That's a topic. That's a topic we were discussing because it's kind of interesting because I don't understand how it works and it sounds bad.
Friends, if anything, from what I hear from my friends, like sometimes a guy can end up in a position where his friends are actually quite tied to the relationship. Like his friends will become her friend, or his social life is linked to her social life. So maybe
that's crazy.
The reason why men are kind of really loyal friends for 10 years, 15 years is because they kind of can't let go in a sense. And again, this person said,
yeah, that makes no goddamn sense to me. Like, and whenever I hear shit like this, it's simply because you have no men that you are close to. Because if you were to ask a man that you're close to, if you're friends with a dude and you just don't fuck with him anymore, he's just phased out. And like that very second, homeboy is phased out. Like it's actually insane. But I mean, hey man, whatever. Like I'm not gonna hold on to somebody just because I can't let go and I hate them. Like, bro, if I hate you, you're not here. You're not with gang. You're just like, what are you talking about? You have a female friend, there's feelings involved. Yeah, fair enough. But so you don't believe men and women can be friends platonically? Because I also hear that a lot. I mean, understandable, I guess. Yeah, fair enough.
And male friendships don't seem as genuine. And
maybe that's
another reason why I guess men will stand up for poor behavior. Like their friendship isn't as deep. And this isn't about
who are you talking about? I don't understand who these men. Poor behavior. I'm telling you this right now, and I keep saying it. If one of my homies is doing some absolute batshit wild stuff, gone. He's gone. Or the relationship has already been established, the boundaries have been... Yeah, no, that too. Fair enough. I very rarely see that, though. But I don't know a single dude that's going to stand up for their friend's poor behavior. Then again, maybe it's because I'm older. Maybe this is like a younger man thing. I wouldn't know. I don't have that problem. If you're doing terrible shit, you're gone. You're axed from the group. It's just how it is.
By any means. I'm not bashing at all. I'm just like, it all started from a conversation, and then I asked you guys for your thoughts, and now I'm making this video. I'm just like genuinely intrigued, and I'm kind of like trying to make sense of it all. From my experience, men friendships are simpler and revolve around activity.
Oh, dude, interestingly, I have a friend, and his wife, well, his wife was kind of like already around because like they were dating in high school, and now they're married and they have a kid now. So she's always kind of like been around. But like that's really about it. But even then, everyone's kind of like keeps their distance from her, just in general. So I feel that. That makes sense. That makes sense, Wick. That makes sense.
Interests or topics, and the fun part of a friendship in general. And
Yeah,
also they're very loyal and communal and not very emotionally deep. On the other hand, female friendships are emotionally driven in every way, for good and the bad. So they tend to go deeper into more serious topics, but they can also be a lot more complicated. I mean, yeah, I think we've discussed that one. Of course, this is just a generalization and it really depends on the people involved. Maybe, yeah, I think this person's used a good word. Like, they're simpler and they revolve around activities. That is a male friendship. Not that they're less deep or less genuine. They're just simpler. Like, they're just simple people. We both play Dungeons and Dragons, and we both play
pretty much
lacrosse. Like, that's the brotherhood. That's just what we do. Wow. But the thing is, I don't know. Like, the thing is, say you have a male-female friendship, it's a bit different because I feel like when I've been friends with males, we do talk about our lives, and actually we do talk about how we feel. Like, I'm thinking of my two main male friends now, and I'm like, we don't really have a shared activity. We have a shared job. Like, we're all doctors, and we understand each other's lives, schedule, hecticness, and we all have that shared, I guess, interest. But I'm friends with them because I know a lot about them. I don't know their birthdays, but if I check Facebook, I'll find out.
Even you don't know their birthdays. Shut up. Even you, exactly. You don't know their birthdays because they don't care. They're not going to tell you that surface level shit that they don't care about. Also, I don't know if I could have a female friend, IRL, and just like hang out with them by myself. Because I'm going to assume that they're friends, and since I'm so used to having male friends, I'm going to probably treat them like my male friends. And if they're not down with that, if they're not like used to how that is, you're just going to think I hate you. Like, look, I don't hate you. This is just how it is. And like, if I don't do that, then I just feel like I'm being awkward because I'm just not saying anything because it's like I don't know what I'm going to say. Those two guys are trying to get in there with her. I mean, hey man, I don't know. I don't know. You know, it beats the fuck out of me. But I mean, they could be. Would not be the first time. And they're doctors, bro. I mean, they're not as horny as like flight attendants and pilots and nurses, but like probably.
Or life story. Yeah, I do. Like, I know a lot about them. I wouldn't be friends with them if I didn't. That's interesting then. So when it becomes male, there's, simple, it's less deep, less emotionally deep. But then the moment it's male to female, I think it is more deep. I think it is more.
It's not more deep. It's more complicated because you keep asking questions. That's really about it. So that's really about it. Like, I don't need to know his favorite color. I don't need to know what his birthday is. So like, I don't need to know what he's doing that day. I don't need to know what he's doing for the next month and a half. I don't care. We're gonna hop online. We're gonna hop on a game. All right. We're gonna play. That's it. That's it. But when you're with a woman, she's gonna ask you all these things. Now, don't get me wrong. That's fine. That's fine. That's why you're gonna know all these things. But for men, we just don't care about that. We just don't. It's not important. When will it ever really be relevant to know your birthday, other than your birthday? And the thing is, I don't know about you, but I do know about me. I don't give a fuck about my birthday. Like, I really don't. Like, I don't celebrate. I haven't celebrated my birthday since I was like 17. I'm 29, so like it's not happening. And like, I'll tell someone it was my birthday like 2 days ago, 2 weeks ago, and I said it earlier. That same crisp $20 bill is getting handed to me. I'm gonna put it in my wallet. I'm not gonna use it till someone else's birthday because I'm gonna give it to them. It's that simple.
Personal. This is interesting. With that being said, do not equate longevity to healthiness in a friend group. People are supposed to change and people are supposed to drift from one another as they become and change and develop. No drama does not equal a healthy friendship. Well, that is a good place to end the video on, because I certainly agree. Just because you've had a 12-year friendship does not by any means mean it's a good friendship. For example, I meet elderly couples all the time that have been married 62 years, 65 years, and I'm like blown away, like, wow, that is, three of my lifetimes nearly that you've been just married, let alone alive. However, oftentimes when I meet them, sometimes they're super cute and they're super like, loved up still, or they're like, you can tell that they do love each other. Other times though, it does feel like they're just like, oh yeah, I put up with him, or I put up with her, and the vibe isn't necessarily happy. I think longevity doesn't always equate to happiness, but it can be a good mark.
Well, marriage and a friendship are two different things. So, also they're boomers. They kind of like hated their life and they had to stand like breadlines and shit. So, like, come on, they weren't really having the greatest life anyway. But fair enough, I guess.
Sort of like loyalty on both sides. So that is male versus female friendships. So that is the difference between male and female friendships. What are your thoughts in the comments below? Let's keep the conversation going. I'd love to know what you think. Again, not a bashing video at all. I am just perplexed, bamboozled, surprised, and now understanding of how male friendships work. I actually want to kind of find out a bit more about this. I'm so intrigued. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And on the topic of friendship, if you're watching this video, you might want to watch my You Don't Need Friends, You Just Need Connection video, where I was talking about how sometimes the antidote to loneliness isn't necessarily making a whole bunch of new friends, but actually building more connection with people, because friendship and connection are different, kind of like we've touched on today. So if you're looking for something to watch next, it should definitely be